Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford E-Transit trend walk around video. But before we do get started, if you are enjoying our content, hit on the subscribe button and never miss a minute of our content ever again. This here is a Moondust Silver Ford E-Transit Trend 350L H3L2. I hope you got all of that. This here is the all new fully electric E-Transit, featuring a 68 kilowatt hour battery delivering 267 PS of power. On the Wltp scale, that is going to give you 166 miles of range on a motorway, and combined that is going to give you 196 miles of range. The vehicle is registered on a 2022 registration, meaning we're taking warranty with us until July 2025. The vehicle itself has done just 5,500 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact number once we're on the dash in a minute. So, without further ado, let me walk you around this gorgeous new Moondust Silver E-Transit. So like always on my walk around videos, we are going to arrive at the near side front to begin with. I then display to you the gorgeous remote central locking key in all of its glory. I click on the unlock button and that will wake up the headlights for us. And also the side lights. So you've got some gigantic headlights, so you're always going to be seen and you're always going to see. Just below that we have your first front fog light, and just below that we can see we have front parking sensors, and they trail all the way around from the front wing there all the way along that bottom lip of the bumper. This has a fantastic driver assistance pack, and that includes pre-collision assist. So that dull bit there is a front-facing radar that's going to be responsible for a lot of that driver assistance pack, which we shall cover once we're inside the vehicle. There's a lot going on at the front of this E-Transit, so notice those blue rails on the grille there, they look beautiful. So we do have, going from top to bottom, the bonnet catch release, a beautiful Ford badge, front-facing camera, and we also have the charging port, so you can just clip that in, pull open the cover. So the top part of the charging port here is what's called a Type 2 connector. So this is going to be a lot of your home charging. If you need any charging time, specification, how to charge, how can I get set up for charging, I won't waste too much time in this video because you've got an awful lot to cover, but please give us a call and explain everything you need to know. So again, AC. But if you're in public and you're in a hurry, we have this port, which is the CCS charger, i.e. DC rapid charging, and this will charge the vehicle very quickly indeed. Again, for all the times and specifications, get in touch and I shall tell you everything you need to know. So that's in the front grille there. As we progress round now, we can come to the offside front wheel where we can look at these beautiful 16-inch steel wheels with beautiful covers around the outside, so they're the Moondust Silver covers as well. So we can start to see the colourway of this Transit. So we have the plastic bumpering all the way around to keep it nice and protected with the Moondust, and that translates to the wing mirror covers as well. This Transit has an abundance of cameras. So we see in the front one, and we have one in both the wings as well, so you can see out the near side and the offside front wings as well as the back. So that's five cameras in total. I shall cover the rest in a minute. Before we progress any further, we have a sensor there which is a light sensor. So this vehicle has automatic lights and automatic headlights, so as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights will come on automatically. Further north, if I can get them out the shadow, up there, the long one, is a traffic speed sign recognition camera. So that will display the traffic speed signs on the dashboard as you go past them. The one on the right hand side is a light sensor for the automated headlights, and the left hand one is a rain sensor for the rain sensing wipers. Back down to earth now as we progress ourselves around this E-Transit. I'm actually going to give you half zoom to give you a bit more of a view because it's so long and so tall. High security locks feature on the driver's door, so it's only going to be you getting in the vehicle. Taking a step back now and starting to move ourselves around this beautiful E-Transit, we're eventually going to come to the offside rear. I think I've got my 10,000 steps in for the day. So now we're at the offside rear. What I do is try and get the camera as high as possible and just shimmy the camera along the offside of the vehicle, showing you just how beautiful all of these body panels are. So we can use a beautiful sunset to our advantage this afternoon, like so. Then we can link that to the near side offside rear wheel there. The tyres fitted on this vehicle are the Michelin tyres, and as you can see, only doing 5,500 miles of work, they're in perfect condition. We're going to start to move ourselves around the rear of the vehicle now, but the first thing to note is we have a parking sensor there. So that is important because this vehicle is fitted with a forward park assist. So this vehicle quite literally park itself for you. Now we're at the rear. We have rear parking sensors on that lowest lip there, and they are complemented with not one, but two high definition reversing cameras. One of them is for the rear view mirror. Then you also have the reversing camera as well. I shall show you that on the Sync 4 module in just a moment. But before we look inside, let's have a look at the near side. Unfortunately, it's a bit dark around this side, so I'll try my best. Let's get nice and acute to it. Just gently rock that camera back and forth. But the condition is like new, everybody. It is a really good conditioned vehicle with nothing at all to report, actually. Now we're at the near side rear. Give a good look at that. Now we can follow the trim all the way down to the near side front wheel, like so. Okay, so we've done the exterior. So now again we can unlock the rear part via the key there. So we can open up the rear space. Okay, so this is a gigantic area. Let me just go to half zoom as well so you can see more. So in the bottom here we have the hard wearing heavy duty plastic, which is going to last you the test of time. The vehicle, as you can see, is ply lined all the way around, which is like new. We have lighting at the back and in the middle section as well. The charger supplied with this vehicle is this cable here, which is known as a Type 2 connector. So that goes into the AC part, that goes into your pod point at home, and that will go into the front of the vehicle. At home, with a standard pod point, that can deliver up to 12 kilowatts of charging, but typically that is a 7 kilowatt hour charger. 70 odd kilowatt battery, so from 0 to 100 roughly, that's going to be about 10 hours, roughly speaking. Don't quote me on my numbers there. So that's inside the near side sliding opening door. Then we can bring it round to the rear and have a look inside the rear doors. So the ever faithful unlock method on the doors there, so you can open them up either at a 90-degree angle like this one here, or you can extend it and open it 180 degrees for ease of loading. So maybe if you have a forklift coming around the back, it's nice and easy and gives you a nice open angle. So we have a few little goodies on the back here, such as a light. So obviously you're not going to get much effect out of it at the moment because it's still quite light. But you do have a very bright LED rear loading light there as well, which can also be turned on and off by the push of a button. So again, let's give a quick look from where we are here. So again, ply lined, all in perfect condition. And again, we have that very hard wearing tough bed at the bottom there, keeping it all nice and protected. So that's inside the rear, all taken care of. So that's the exterior and in the rear of the Transit, all taken care of. Even the doors are ply lined, look. Wonderful. Shall we have a look inside the front? What a marvellous idea that would be. Okay, so I think we can lose the zoom again now. So, inside of it, quickly, just before. In your wing mirrors, we have this little monitor. That is a blind spot assist monitor. So if someone's in your blind spot, either on the near side or the off side of your vehicle, that will illuminate orange, telling you it's unsafe to pull in or out. So sometimes you get the lunatics coming down the inside of your vehicle when you're on the motorway, and that will alert you to those. Driver's door card, we have a nicely designed door card, so big enough for your lunchbox, drink bottle down there. We've even got one for your coffee cup and everything else. It's really well designed. Door card. Interior locking can be found just next to the door handle, and 2 front electric windows can be found on the door card there. Underneath the driver's seat is a tyre sealant kit and compressor. So that will fix any well, not any puncture, but that will fix punctures. If it's like a nail or a screw, that will fill the tyre with sealant, and hopefully it's going to save your day. So that could, get you out of trouble and help you get to the next job. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle now. You may hear a little bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a moment. Okay, we're now inside the vehicle, so things are a little bit different in here. So let me begin. So down where the ignition barrel normally is where your power start stop button is. So with your foot on the brake, one click of that will wake the vehicle up. I need to turn the radio off before I have a copyright case on my hands. Okay, so we're going to begin with the dashboard, and I'm going to control the dash using the arrows, the menu and return button on the left hand side of the steering wheel. So to begin with, we're going to look at the left hand dial. So this is a percentage of power. Currently we're on 0% power, and you can go all the way up to 100% power, which will be flat out. Please notice we have that green section there with a little battery recharge symbol on it, and that is for the kinetic energy recovery system, otherwise known as KERS. That is going to be back feeding electricity back into the battery when you come off of throttle. So that will slightly recharge the battery as you're going along. So electric vehicles love slow moving traffic, they love slow driving in general, so towns or a city, when you're on and off the throttle, that'll be recovering the maximum amount of energy. The opposite to that, if you're sitting on a motorway all day, it won't have the ability to recharge. Down the bottom there we have the green ready sign, which is essential for any electric or hybrid vehicle. Without that green ready sign, you ain't going nowhere. And we also have the automated lights, so currently the side lights are on. Gone is the fuel gauge, and we now have a max power gauge. So this is showing you the battery, the charge left inside the battery. Quite obviously now, if you didn't know, pretty much all electric vehicles are automatic. So we have an automatic gear selector indicator at the bottom. The right hand side we have the ever faithful analog speedo, so miles per hour around the outside and kilometers an hour in the middle. In the center part there we have a digital driver display, again controlling that using the arrows. So we have navigation, so when you set the sync 4 navigation, you can have the directions appear in front of you. We have your DAB, so this is all your media controls, your phone connectivity, so if you had your phone connected via Bluetooth, this is where your phone shall be displayed. Then we're back down to settings. So if I just expand that settings menu quickly, and we're going to come straight down to driver assistance. So the driver assistance pack on this vehicle includes traction control, blind spot assist, pre-collision assist, traffic sign recognition. We have the lane keeping system, we have driver alert, wrong way alert, cross traffic alert. This is the adaptive cruise control, and we also have an intelligent speed limiter. The intelligent speed limiter works on the basis of the traffic speed sign. So as you go past the sign, it will change your speed limiter in accordance to the speed sign displayed. If I just click return quickly, we come down now into vehicle settings, and in vehicle settings we have things such as lighting, which in there you shall see the auto high beam. Come down again, we have the emergency tow, remote start. So it's worth noting as well, this vehicle can be used with the Ford Pass system. So download the application on your phone, connect your vehicle, then you can do things such as remote start. We also have the wipers in there as well, so you can see the rain sensing wipers. Okay, so that's a lot about the settings on there, but you can also click display, and you can have different measurements on there if you wish. So that is the screen ahead of us. I'm going to lose the zoom once more, and then zoom out quickly. So again, using the arrows on the right hand side of the steering wheel. Just below that we have a voice command button with a pickup, declined and previous and next song function there as well. So normally I would progress into the sensor reservation of vehicle, but this time I'm going to just go right quickly. Down here, this little cluster is for the automated lights. So you can see you've got your fog lights on left hand side. You have the dimmer switch for the display, and also your lighting controls in the middle. The right hand side is where you'll find your electric mirror controls, so it's easy to adjust your mirrors. If you push that button upwards, or downwards, my apologies, that will then fold in the mirrors also, like so. Equally down there we have this one here, which you might not be able to see very well. There you are. That is auto hold, so a bit like a temporary handbrake if you like, and just below it is the control for the electronic parking brake. Just lose the zoom once again. So that is the right hand side of the steering wheel. The left hand side of the steering wheel is where you'll find all of the controls for the adaptive cruise control. So it's very easy to set the distance to the vehicle in front, and that will be replicated on the screen ahead of you. We have the standby on and off, And then we also have your speed limiter, and it's easy to set your speed using the arrows there. So if I just zoom in quickly and focus, come on, there we are. So then you can see the bars for the distance to the vehicle in front of us. So it adapts your speed in accordance to other road users. So that's the steering wheel taken care of. So we can start to look into the middle. Then we have a rotary gear selector, so you can go through all of your relevant drive gears like so. It's very easy to use, and it's got a spring-loaded mechanism, so it also gives you a positive sensation also. Moving into the center console now, that is a USB-A port which delivers 2.1 amps of charging, and we have the ever faithful 12-volt socket as well. Just above it we have a parade of buttons such as a volume rocker, and on and off for the radio. This one here is for selectable drive modes. This e-Transit comes with a normal, eco and a slippery drive mode. We have max demist for the front, we have a camera button and a parking button. So that relates me nicely to talk about the screen. So here are the 3 individual drive modes displayed to the left hand side. We're going to click on the camera button, because then we can have a look outside the front view camera. Click it once more and then it comes off, but you can go to the menu, the top left, and dictate which sort of camera, whether it's full screen, or we can also go to a panoramic view like so. Beautiful. So we come out of there once again. Sorry, clicked the wrong button. Like so. If we then click on the P button, that will then take us to your parking. You can either navigate to parking or parking assistance. So this will support either a parallel park in, and we've got a bay park in, perpendicular, and we also have a parallel park out. And here you'd use the arrows, or you'd use the indicator, excuse me, to dictate which side of the road you shall be parking on. It will then use the front and rear parking sensors to build up an image of the gap, and if it can park you there, follow the instructions on the screen, and the steering wheel will do the rest of the work for you. So if you just click the parking button again, that will then exit that system. You have an exit at the top left, and then we can go to your home button, and that will return you back to your home page. So this is the quick overview of your home page. So the first thing to note is we don't have physical buttons anymore for the heating, ventilation and air conditioning, otherwise known as HVAC. So if you click on this button here, this will open up all of your heating and climate controls. So you can dictate whether it's coming out your front screen, you can have your face or your feet as well, or just one of those. Right hand side we have the e-heat, we have the max demist and max air conditioning functions as well. I'll turn that off because otherwise it might get a little bit leery. And good time to show you where the fan speed is, I guess. So then the fan speed is on that little widget bottom left, and the same applies to the temperature, which is just here also. This vehicle is fitted with 2 heated front seats, and the controls are found either corner, and they are a 3-way adjustable heating function. So we've done all the bottom there. We've got air conditioning, we have the electric mirror function, electrically heated front screen, automatic AC, recirculation and temperature and heated seat. So if we expand the navigation, for example, it's a very nice navigation system to use. I'm just getting my bearings with it myself. I haven't used this very much, but it's nice and easy to use. So for example, you click that, it loads the keyboard. For example, you'd like to come to Perkins to have a look at this e-Transit. You're going to need Charlie Mike 77 6 Sierra Alpha. Click the search box, and like so, it navigates your route nice and quickly. But don't forget, you can also have the directions appear on the screen in front of you as well. So this Sync 4 module is connected to the cloud, so that means it will be doing wireless software updates, always keeping this module perfectly updated. In addition to that, that also gives you the wireless CarPlay functions as well, or if you prefer, you can have it charging and it will mirror your screen. So please refer to my photographs of the Apple CarPlay and you can see what I mean by that. But that mirrors your phone onto this screen there. Many different advantages of that. Not only can you send audible text messaging, you can make phone calls, but for me it activates Siri. So on the voice command button I showed you previously on the steering wheel, for me on iPhone you can wake up Siri and I can ask Siri to do whatever I want, whether it's set navigation, call home, what's the football score, anything you like, but it's all whilst not using your phones. It's very important in this day and age. But in addition to that, you can use your third-party apps on the screen, such as your Waze or Apple Maps or Google Maps, and you can all be using there. So whichever software you prefer using. I'm going to continue with this very quickly in the interest of time. I told you there's a lot of spec to cover. This is the reversing camera with the 360-degree camera to the right hand side. So that is possibly the most high definition camera I think I've ever seen. That rivals the Mackie camera, definitely. So that gives you a nice high reversing camera. Just going to pop the vehicle back into park. We have tons of features we haven't even covered yet. Again, all your charge settings, departure and comfort, different access settings. But I don't like to keep these videos over 20 minutes, so I think I'm going to wrap it up about now. But I'm going to wrap it up by showing you this amazing rear view camera. I would call it a mirror, but it's actually a camera. Rear view mirror. There we are. So fantastic. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. Sorry if I'm learning as I'm going here, so if I got anything wrong, I do apologise. Please visit the perkinsgarages.co.uk website for full and accurate specification. I'm losing my words. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and leave us a lovely comment below. Bye-bye for now.